Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin have held a call overnight, made some progress towards a ceasefire, but far from a full truce. It is worth noting that this is still the most progress that's been made towards finally ending this war since it all started. Joining us live now is former White House Deputy Press Secretary Hogan Gidley. Hogan, good to see you. Thanks for your time again this morning. So Donald Trump, no doubt he was hoping for a big moment to stand on that podium and announce the war had ended. Was today a reminder, though, of just how tough Putin is to deal with?
I think Donald Trump knows that. He's well aware of Vladimir Putin, obviously having worked with him in the previous administration, preventing Vladimir Putin from, of course, aggression on Ukraine like Putin had done under previous presidents. So I think he's eyes wide open on this whole negotiation. He knows who he's dealing with here. But as you mentioned, it's the first time Vladimir Putin's come to the table. The previous administration had no diplomacy strategy whatsoever. It was just giving money to Ukraine in perpetuity. I think the American people writ large have decided that it's time to put an end to this bloodshed. Donald Trump has the inside track to do that. And you saw the first steps of that, the making of a substantive long-term peace deal today.
Putin has the advantage, though, does he not? I mean, he's made strong military gains, particularly in the Kursk region in recent times. So he's in really no mood to rush, is he?
Well, I don't speak for Vladimir Putin. I sure don't want to get into his head. I wouldn't say he's in a position of strength here. I mean, his economy's hemorrhaging. His people are upset as well. Soldiers are dying, being maimed. War is hell, and everyone knows that. Ukraine has fought valiantly in this battle. Everyone thought that Russia would just kind of roll on through. That hasn't been the case. Donald Trump did a lot in the first administration to kind of cripple Russia's economy in many different ways, not the least of which was making America energy dominant in its own right. So people didn't have to go to Russia for energy. They came to America. As he begins to re-implement those policies here at home, it kind of puts Russia on the hot seat here because the world's looking at them. Many people are angry at Russia and what it has done. But the fact is, we wouldn't be having the conversation today you and I are having unless Donald Trump came in and said, all right, I'm going to talk to Zelensky, I'm going to talk to Putin, and let's start to piece this thing together.
Let's go through looking at some of the ideas that have been hashed out today. And ice hockey is a surprising inclusion here, Hogan. It's obviously big in both nations, but could sport end this war?
Well, I mean, look, I think a lot of things are going to start to trickle out from these phone calls and these conversations. The overarching peace negotiations have begun in earnest, which is a good thing. But if there's one thing that brings a lot of folks together, it is sports. You do respect your opponents a lot of times, even though there's a lot of anger and hatred, especially in the sport of hockey with those fights that break out pretty consistently. But hey, however you can work it, whatever you can use to get people to the table to have these conversations, Donald Trump can do it.
Just elsewhere this morning, Hogan, is the US all in on these renewed Israeli attacks on Gaza?
It appears right now they are. Donald Trump laid down some markers, had some tough talk for Hamas over the weekend, conducted its own missile strikes, of course, as well. This is another instance where Donald Trump really does hate war, but he also makes America kind of more feared and loved and respected on the global stage like never before. You didn't see this kind of stuff happening the first time around. And when countries did get out of line, Donald Trump did step in and do some targeted military action for Qasem Soleimani, for example, when he killed the Iranian leader there. And war didn't break out because of it. People kind of toned things down, and there was peace in the Middle East for the first time in decades. So, again, foreign affairs are very tricky. They're very nuanced, and, of course, a lot at stake every conversation you have. But militarily, it appears the American government is firmly behind Israel and what it's doing.
All right. Hogan, good to see you. We'll chat again soon.